They say INFJs are mysterious, quiet, composed, hard to read. But the truth is, INFJs feel everything. Every emotion in the room, every unspoken word, every subtle energy shift, they absorb it all. Yet, they rarely let anyone see what's really going on inside. Behind their calm, thoughtful expression lies a complex emotional world most people will never glimpse. Here are 10 powerful secrets INFJs hide about their feelings. The ones that reveal what's truly going on beneath the surface. 1. They feel everything, but show almost nothing. INFJs are emotional empaths. They don't just notice what others feel, they absorb it. Tension, sadness, hidden frustration. It all seeps into them, often without them realizing it. But instead of reacting outwardly, they internalize everything. They appear calm and controlled, even when their inner world is chaotic. This emotional restraint isn't because they lack feeling. It's because they've learned that their emotions can overwhelm others. So, they protect both themselves and those around them by quietly carrying the weight alone. 2. They analyze their emotions to the point of exhaustion. INFJs rarely experience emotion without reflection. If they're sad, they'll dissect it. Why do I feel this way? What does it mean? What am I missing? Their intuition demands answers, even for feelings that defy logic. They can turn a single emotional moment into hours of introspection, exploring every angle and hidden reason. But this deep analysis often leads to mental fatigue, because not every emotion is meant to be solved. Still, their mind can't help but search for meaning in everything they feel. 3. They feel guilty for feeling too much. INFJs are constantly aware of how their emotions affect others. They've often been told they're too sensitive, too emotional, or too intense. So they start to believe that their feelings are a flaw, something to control rather than embrace. When they cry, they apologize. When they're hurt, they downplay it. They hide their emotional intensity behind composure because they don't want to seem weak or burdensome. But deep down, they wish someone would tell them that feeling deeply isn't something to be ashamed of. It's a rare gift. 4. Their anger is silent but devastating. You'll almost never see an INFJ explode in rage. When they're angry, they turn inward. They analyze, reflect, and withdraw. Their anger is quiet but cold. A complete emotional shutdown that leaves others wondering what went wrong. They won't yell or argue. Instead, they'll distance themselves until they can process it. And when an INFJ finally decides that someone has crossed a moral line, they detach completely. There's no dramatic goodbye, just calm, final silence. It's not vengeance, it's self-protection. 5. They care too deeply, even when they pretend not to. INFJs often act detached, but it's an illusion. In truth, they care deeply, sometimes painfully so. They remember every detail, every moment of vulnerability you shared, every emotional shift you tried to hide. Even when they pretend not to care, they're quietly observing, feeling, and processing. They act aloof to avoid being hurt again, because in the past, caring too much has cost them peace, trust, and even friendships. Their detachment is armor, not apathy. 6. They hide pain behind a smile. INFJs often look calm and cheerful, even when they're falling apart inside. They don't want to make others worry, or worse, feel responsible for their pain. So they smile, comfort others, and keep going. Their pain becomes private, something they deal with when no one's watching. But this habit can make them feel invisible. They silently wish someone would see past the smile and say, "You don't have to be strong right now." 7. They bottle things up until they finally break. Because INFJs dislike conflict, they tend to suppress their emotions. They tell themselves it's not worth the fight, not worth the discomfort. But emotions don't disappear. They pile up, layer after layer, until they can't be contained anymore. Then one day, something small, a careless word or broken promise, triggers an emotional flood. To outsiders, the reaction seems sudden, but it's been building for months. When that happens, INFJs often withdraw completely to rebuild their emotional balance. 8. They feel others' pain, as if it were their own. INFJs are emotional mirrors. When someone they love is suffering, they feel it, not just emotionally, but physically. They absorb that pain until it becomes their own, and sometimes they can't tell where others' emotions end and theirs begin. This makes them incredible healers and listeners, but it also drains them deeply. That's why INFJs need solitude, not because they dislike people, but because they need to recharge from feeling everything and everyone too intensely. 9. They hide their deepest joys. INFJs don't just hide sadness. They often hide happiness too. When something truly makes them happy, they protect it like a secret. They're afraid others will dismiss it, mock it, or simply not understand why it matters so much. So they keep their joy sacred and private, something pure that belongs only to them. Their happiness often blooms quietly, in the small moments no one else notices. 10. They long to be understood, but fear being seen. The INFJ paradox is that they crave deep emotional connection but fear vulnerability. They want someone to truly see them, their heart, their pain, their complexity. But the thought of being fully exposed terrifies them. They've been misunderstood so many times that they'd rather hide than risk being rejected for who they are. So they stay guarded, hoping someone will be patient enough to earn their trust, gentle enough to understand their silence, and brave enough to love them as they are. They long to be known, but safely known, to be seen, but softly seen. INFJs live in a world of emotion that runs deeper than most people can imagine. Their quietness hides compassion, their distance hides sensitivity, their calmness hides oceans of feeling. If you truly know an INFJ, you've seen something rare, a heart that feels everything, but shows almost nothing. The next time you meet someone who seems calm, but carries deep eyes filled with quiet understanding, chances are you've met an INFJ. The deepest feelings are the ones that never reach the surface.